ground, and Bubba.
Well, that was absolutely cock.
Well, that was absolutely cack. Yes! Good evening and welcome to Dad's Football Stand for episode 15 of This Week in Football. So you can unmute your mics now. Well, episode 15 with This Week in Football, and quite a lot to really talk about. I mean, there's not much in the way of topics tonight, but all the topics are practically in depth. I did ask Billy Clark and Ian Clark, obviously Manchester United player, Manchester United coach, if they wanted to come on. Unfortunately, they're not available tonight, but we might be able to get them on in a future episode. But joining me tonight, it is the regulars, Owen and Garrick. Welcome back, lads.
Thanks, Aaron. That's on Daryl.
And don't forget, we'll be playing best to it later on, and let's hope it goes better than last week. And also on the stream tonight is another Manchester United mate of mine who hasn't actually been on channel for a while. It's Ollie Kingalls. How are you?
Yeah, hello.
Right, so we'll get things, I think, straight underway, why don't we? Get in the live chat if you haven't already done so, by the way, guys. We are live. Well, at least I'm certain we're live. Yeah, we are. I'll just put on Instagram that we're live as well, and we're off. And we're live. Just do that very, very quickly. Make sure to join in with guests who at the end of the show. I will explain the rules for people who've never played, and obviously King, who's never actually played Guess Who before. But I think the first thing we'll talk about was the thing that actually happened last week, and I think we mentioned something about it because we were talking about Newcastle takeover. Obviously, Ollie wasn't on last week, so you won't know. But the other two, you'll probably remember, we talked about Newcastle takeover last week, and I'm pretty certain we mentioned Steve Bruce possibly making his final game, and it turned out to be his final game, didn't it? Really, 1,000th game in charge of Newcastle. A pretty unfortunate 3-2 defeat against Tottenham Hotspurs. I don't think it's helped by what had happened during the game as well with that unfortunate incident that happened towards the 45-minute mark. But I have to say, massive respect and well done to Bubba Doctor. I can't remember what his name is. One of the Bubba Doctors was actually the person that saved the guy's life, actually. It's all very important, this. And, you know, for anyone who doesn't know, when someone has a cardiac arrest, is what it's called, a heart attack, you've got to start the compressions, aka CPR. You've got to do it very, very quickly. If you start them immediately, the chances of surviving are very high. If you do it about a minute after, you've got a very slim chance of survival. So it's important to get them compressions in immediately. And that's exactly what the Bubba Doctor did. He was actually at the game watching with his son, I believe, who was a Newcastle fan. So, you know, I have to say, fair play to the Bubba Doctor who saved the guy's life. Why are we talking about cardiac arrest? No, I was just saying in general, it's important to get the compressions started immediately. And I was basically saying that the guy, you know, the Bubba Doctor was the man who, you know, who saved the guy's life. So, you know, you got to respect that. It's fantastic. And it shows that Bubba aren't just a club based on themselves. You know, there's people in our club that help other clubs. Helped Hartlepool before, and now we've helped a Newcastle fan. You know, it's great, isn't it? You know, rivalries aside, I think it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic what the Bubba Doctor did there. But on the Newcastle game as a whole, it's a shame for Steve Bruce because I didn't think Steve Bruce was doing a bad job. I just think some of the performances weren't good enough. Not all down to him. I think some of the players just aren't good enough at the minute. You know, but I can't say I was shocked by the sacking because we knew it was going to happen. It was inevitable, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think as soon as there's ever a financial takeover, like the manager goes,
always doesn't go according to plan, does it?
Yeah, but the manager always goes pretty soon afterwards. So yeah, as you say, it was inevitable. I mean, I felt bad for Bruce obviously because he was talking about the abuse he's had and all that stuff. So I mean, obviously that sort of made me feel for him in a way. But I do think Newcastle fans have been going on for quite a bit about how they don't really want him there. So, you know, at the end of the day, like he got £8 million payoff and they get a new manager. So I guess both parties sort of at least get something out of it.
Yeah, it's worked well for both parties, hasn't it? Any thoughts, guys?
Well, as you said, it wasn't like it was unexpected. There was some rumor that came out that that was their first move, which it sort of has turned out to be. But I do think, considering how early on we are in the season, like what is it, 8 games in? I think, maybe it's a bit too early on, but that's how football is nowadays. You can get sacked within having a run of maybe 5 games on bad form.
Thing is, right, it's all right, people saying, oh, thank God we've got Steve Bruce out. Whatever manager you get in, I mean, you've got to get a good manager. There's a few managers actually on the list. There was people saying about Graham Potter. I don't know where they got that from. I don't think he's not leaving Brighton anytime soon. I don't know where they got that from. But there was also this manager. I can't quite remember his name. Paulo Sumbugger.
Fonseca.
Yeah, Fonseca. That's him. The former AS Roma manager, the man who got sacked and got replaced by Jose Mourinho. And I have to say, as a United fan, I feel for Bruce because, as you correctly said, Owen, he's been receiving loads of reviews from Newcastle fans, and it's not nice. It doesn't put a manager in a good situation at all. But he said for as long as he's manager, he's committed. He's always going to be committed. He's going to continue to, try and make progress. But nothing seemed to be clicking for him whatsoever, or the team, and that was the sad thing. And he's a United legend. We've got to respect him. But at the minute, I just think that the Premier League, I just don't think the Premier League is the right league. I think it's a bit of a step too far at the moment. And I think really, if he's going to go into another job, I think maybe a team in the Championship might suit him more. Yeah, personally. Ollie, by the way, you can have your say as well if you want, if you've got anything you want to say.
Yeah, I kind of think that it was a good idea for them to sack Bruce because I think if they want to attract better players with the money they've now got, I think they do need a better manager.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to say? Or anything we've maybe haven't pointed out with regard to this?
I feel like with a takeover, like if the club's going in transition, usually it just means that like loads of stuff has to transition. That's the thing, basically. Yeah. So like it's one of those things, isn't it? Really, where like it was inevitable, but like I do agree with Oles actually. To be fair, like they could get a bigger name manager. Maybe that might in the first part of their transition that might attract better players. But it's a good point, to be fair.
Thing is, right, they're saying about, you're saying about big name managers, and they're looking at, I mean, they've got the money to buy anyone. They can buy anyone. All the fans are saying, oh, they could have Mbappe, Neymar, you name it. But keep forgetting about FFP, which, if you don't know, financial fair play. Because isn't it something like they have to have a maximum of 32 million loss or something? I don't exactly know how the financial fair play works.
Well, it's different in the Premier League, and you can lose about 100 within 3 years, which it is a fair bit, but over the course of
it's quite a lot.
Yeah. But you can't spend 300 million in one transfer window. I think that's what's basically been of that.
Yeah, fair enough. Jake. Yes, I'm not likely to say that, am I?
There's always one. There's
always one that tries that.
Yeah.
Welcome if you just joined, by the way. Get involved in the live chat. Give us your thoughts. Let's have a look. Oh, that's my comment. I don't want that. Yeah, get involved in live chat. Obviously, guess who later in the stream. Oh, that was your jumping agreeing about the Borough Doctor. Most important thing is to drink. Yes, it is here. And I'll open it now for you. Here we go. Up your nose. I still don't know where my dad got that from. Sad about Mask, but oh well, did good. Yeah, I was gutted for Mask because I thought Mask absolutely. To be honest, I thought in the 2 games that we played, we were actually better. We more than matched them, if not played better than Gateshead, but just wasn't. We go again next season. Continue our title in the league as well. Try and get ahead of Liverpool, which is the difficult thing. I love your videos. Nice. Thank you very much. Oh, the above videos. Nice. Joe's put, he's a season ticket holder, so he'll go to a lot of games unless something else happened. What are you on about?
What?
Okay. Nick Muller, hello. Newcastle are a big club with loads of fans, but will never win much compared to others. Always the bird maid, never the bride.
I hope he means bridesmaid. I don't know if birdmaid's even a thing.
Birdmaid. I assume you mean bridemaid. Bloody birdmaid. What about a bridesmaid with wings? Dear me. Oh, man. Oh, by the way, we're actually close to Halloween. Next Friday, I believe I'm available for next Friday. I'll let you guys know. But obviously, as it's close to Halloween, it's Halloween jokes. This is where I start with all the Halloween jokes. I went to see my vampire doctor called Dr. Dracula, and I'm waiting in the waiting room. Came out and shouted, "Next, please." Right, I think Owen knew that was coming on along for me. Yes.
I think that's one of your classics, there. I've heard it before somewhere.
Yeah, misspelled. Oh, I was gonna say birdsmaid. Jesus Christ. There's the first blooper of the show. Probably first of many as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we're talking about Newcastle and obviously Steve Bruce. We're going to go on to one of the big topics, and as you'll see in the title, Bruce sacked, Solskjær next, possibly, because obviously a lot of United fans. I'm not one of them. Surprisingly, with the amount of bad performances we've had, it's half the times our defence that needs sacking. But a lot of our fan base are asking for Ollie out, despite us winning games. 29 games unbeaten in the Premier League away from home, and the Ollie out business only seemed to started when we lost to Young Boys and then lost to Leicester and West Ham. Now, people were complaining about the West Ham defeat, but to be honest, Ollie had to make changes in that game. You know, we had 3 games in space of 7 days. It's quite a lot, you know. And I didn't blame Ollie at all for that West Ham defeat at Old Trafford. I thought he played well. I thought we were way better than them. But the players just couldn't hit a barn door. And I think sometimes half of the players, it's the players and people. I think the players just can't be bothered to perform. I don't think it's all on Ollie, but that's my opinion. Do you guys in the chat as well think Ollie will be the next one to be sacked? I think he might be, but I hope he doesn't, because I think it'd be harsh on Ollie. Because look what Ollie's done. He's got Sancho, he's got Ronaldo, he's got Varane. People are complaining that the Glaciers, right? We've got the players that they wanted just because we didn't get a CDM. You know, I mean, the CDM was pivotal, but we couldn't get one. You know, that's not Ollie's fault that we couldn't get a CDM.
Even if you have your best owner in the world, it's not guaranteed you're going to get the players you want.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
I've said that before to a few United fans. I said, just because we got Ronaldo doesn't mean we're going to win the league. As soon as Ronaldo came in, we're going to win the quadruple, we're going to beat Man City, we're going to beat everyone in the league. I'm like, no. Ronaldo is 36 years old, and he couldn't even do brilliantly at Juventus. As soon as he left Real Madrid, that was his own fault. I'll be surprised if he gets 15 goals this season, personally.
I think. Well, he's already on 6. So I don't know how many he'll get this season. To be fair, I doubt it'll be. I doubt. I mean, I think I don't know his numbers for Juventus, but I doubt it'll be near his numbers for Real Madrid, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. I think with Ollie, it's weird because he seems to get out of jail sometimes. Like some of the performances, I feel like haven't been good enough this season. But I do think that it's weird. It's hard for me because obviously it's like I think we've done well in certain parts, but other parts of the season just hasn't been good enough. Really, like that performance against Leicester. Like Leicester are a good team, but we were rubbish. Like we didn't really turn up, and the play. What it would have been all right if, say, that's one bad performance out of 5, but it's more like 3 or 4 performances in a row, bad performances in a row. And even Atlanta, we were 2-0 down to. It's one of those things where I feel like we could do better. Would I sack Ollie? I don't think I'd sack him right now, but I feel like if he might get sacked if the results don't pick up in the Premier League, because at the end of the day, if we're not,
we've got a tough 7 games coming up, haven't we?
Well, that's the thing. That's why I think your question, if he could be the next one sacked, if we go on a bad run, he could be. Around November time, usually there's one big sacking in the Premier League. Usually, last year it was Lampard. So it could be Ollie this time. I don't know. I hope not.
Yeah. Alls, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, I turned Ollie out when we lost to Leicester. But I don't think he's really going to get sacked anytime soon, though. I think I kind of think he should, because I think he's been given the players now, and the performances aren't looking great. But yeah, it's not looking too good. But I am Ollie out, but I can't see him getting sacked anytime soon.
Right. I mean, I know. I mean, Owen makes a good point, because obviously, when we get to November time, there seems to be a lot of people getting sacked, a lot of big sackings. Jose Mourinho got sacked in December, wasn't it?
After Liverpool.
After Liverpool. Could be the case with Ollie.
If we get hammered, it could. I think if we lost 7-0, he'd be sacked. But
I mean, I don't think it'll be 7-0. We're not that bad.
No, I don't. Hopefully, you're not clipped up now. Hopefully, that doesn't get clipped up.
We'll see. Gavik, any thoughts?
Well, from a neutral perspective, I think a lot of United fans have been a bit harsh on Solskjær. Like, we are fairly early on in the season, and if you look at the table, you're like 5th or 6th, I think, which isn't that bad. Like, it can improve, and there's only like a 2 or 3 point gap between pushing up to the Champions League and the top of the table. So I think it's a bit strange, considering you've got a few of those wins in the Champions League to push yourself forward and get into the knockout stages, and you're not in an awful position in the Premier League. It's not like you're in the bottom half of the table like Arsenal are. So
I don't know.
I think it's a little bit strange. So
I think it's Arsenal, right? We're in the bottom half of the they were in the bottom half of the table last season. Yet didn't sack Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, Mikel Arteta hasn't really had the
PA
best
teacher
at Arsenal, but they're staying patient with Arteta. They obviously think he's going to do something with them, considering I think they finished 8th in the last 2 seasons and have been below that for the majority or quite a lot of those last 2 seasons. So.
Right, okay. Scotty B says very late Scotty to cook in. All right, Chef B. No, that was last night. So no, I'm not having a doner up tonight. Yeah, I think it'd be. I mean, I think it'd be wrong personally to sack Ollie now, but the thing is, you're going into these next couple of games, and with the way we defend as a team, we've got no Rafael Varane. I don't know if Varane's back. Owen just told me off camera that apparently Bruno is out.
Or he's quite a big doubt for the game, apparently.
So no penalties from him. It's gonna be fun. Just say that. But we've got some tough games coming up next. I'll just have a look at the let's have a look at the next fixtures that we've got, because we've got some incredibly tough games coming up. Right, we've got. Oh, that's bother. No, I don't want that. Let's have a look. So United's next fixtures: Liverpool on Sunday, Spurs next Saturday. I won't be live for that game because I'm actually out. We then have Atalanta away, which really we should win. We then have City. Watford sometimes seem to be a bogey team at Vicarage Road. Villarreal away. Chelsea, Arsenal, Crystal Palace. At home to Young Boys, we should win. Then we've got Norwich, Brentford, Brighton, Newcastle, Burnley, Wolves. Games that, in reality, apart from Brighton, we should win. Really. Because I think Brighton will give us a test, but to be honest, it's at Old Trafford, and you've got a good record of getting tonked at Old Trafford, so there you go. But we'll see what happens. There's some really tough games coming up. Man City, Spurs, all in there. Arsenal all seem to get one over us. It's the only other game they turn up to, but we've got some tough games coming up, so we'll have to see. And Watford, we don't have a great record at. I don't think we've won since we beat them 3-2, and Ashley Young scored the free kick. He's got 2 in that game, actually, as well. That was a memorable game. But, yeah, apart from that, we've got some tough games coming up. And I don't see us doing amazingly well. Although Man City, we might beat them because we do have an all right... we have an okay record sometimes, especially the Etihad, but we'll see what happens. Box has put, I'm impressed by Brighton. Yeah, well, apart from the 0-0 job against Norwich, which I know Scotty B was laughing his head off at. But I did say I wouldn't be too shocked if it ends up being a draw, but, you've had some good results this season. I mean, you've come up against some decent sides and you just win against, but when you come up against teams like Man United, Man City, etc., I think they're going to be reality checks, really.
Yeah. I think we got City tomorrow. And then we've got Liverpool.
Dear.
Yeah. So that I think there are some people I know that the delusions coming to them, but I know these teams are coming up. So I think how we do in those next 2 games will give us more of an idea of where we might finish this season. For now, not really much of an idea. We could well finish the usual 15th or something. Even
I mean, if you beat Man City, which I think you've actually done in the past, then I don't see why you can't finish top half.
Yeah, I think if we
beat Man City and get a result against Liverpool, they're the main teams to beat at Chelsea.
Yeah, if we beat one of those, City or Liverpool, then I think we've got a good chance at finishing top half, possibly pushing for that 7th place. I'm trying not to be too delusional here. I'm not, but most likely we won't be in Europe at the end of the season. And if we beat these teams, then I think we got some sort of a chance. But
then there's obviously the second half of the season still to come, and obviously transfer window as well.
A lot of the time we drop off from the second half of the season. We're barely ever as good in the second half than we are the first half. So,
well, we'll see what happens there then. Yeah. Let's have a look. Box putting a few comments in here. Potter would make a better England manager than Gareth Southgate. I don't know. I think Gareth Southgate's done all right, but I think his football is boring.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what to make of that one, but I don't think Potter will leave Brighton anytime soon. Sacked, which is highly unlikely at the minute. Yep, we always lose at Watford. Schweinsteiger scored the winner in the 90th minute once. Wasn't that at Old Trafford? I think it was. Yep, and Garrick wasn't very happy. Well, you could say that. Norwich should be doing better. They have bad mentality. They're just a bad team in the Premier League. They're just not good enough for this league. The Championship they're good for because they always seem to Absolutely. They always seem to get bloody 1-0 wins against us. You watching the game tonight, Does? Arsenal? No.
Yeah, Arsenal and Villa, innit?
You need Welbeck fully fit. Garrick's just disappeared. When he comes back, I'll put that comment in.
Hey, Welbeck scored against us last season.
Is King Oz okay? He's very quiet. I don't know. Oh, got a fork in the board, have you? It's nice to see it now. Okay. Always beaten Middlesbrough since 1902. Well, we actually beat you in 2015. There you go. Ollie, any thoughts on Brighton this season? I think they've done well.
Yeah, I think they're surprising quite a few people, actually. They're doing pretty well. If they can get, as you've been saying, if they can get a few results against the good teams, then they can easily challenge for the top half.
Yeah. So Garrick's having his dinner. That's nice. Okay.
Very good.
Another one.
Oh.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. Thank you. I've got to take it, aren't I? Yeah. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it.
What's your famous dinner? I haven't a clue because I don't know what I'm going to have for tea yet. There you go. Player final was my favourite win. I was at Wembley, sat in the bow end, and to be honest with you, I wasn't surprised that we lost. He didn't turn up again. Owen on the booze? I don't think so.
No, not yet, mate. Not yet. It's only what, 6:30. Come on, I'm on it usually.
It'll be probably on the McDonald's later.
Actually, I've got no dinner in tonight, so I might be. You might be right.
Oh, you were crying your eyes out. No, not really. I wasn't at
That's
all.
a bit harsh.
I wasn't shocked at all, to be honest with you. I just went there and I was thinking we probably won't turn up, but it was a good occasion though, being at Wembley, because it's not something you get to do very often. Go to Wembley, but terrible game in the end. I mean, it was expensive as well. The £5 for a hot dog, and the bun was harder than my maths exam. So there you go. Yeah, it's one of the things. We'll talk a bit about the Premier League games, obviously upcoming. Obviously, you mentioned Brighton against Man City. We'll go to that later. But the big one is Manchester United against Liverpool, and I've only got 3 words. God help us, because it's going to be it's going to be a bit of a tough game, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's an understatement, to be honest.
Yeah, it's incredibly tough.
I don't know with Liverpool though. They a lot of their what is this? What is going on here? What is going on? I was happy the first time, and now I'm weirded out. I've got to be honest. I mean, it's a bit direct, isn't it? I guess he's telling me what he wants, but that's a bit direct.
We might need to start taking action on the chat soon.
It's bubbling over a bit, Daryl.
A bit.
This is a football show.
I know. This is football, not Mary Avoid.
Yeah.
Me. Oh dear, that's the one comment. Just watched the Bayern highlights. It must be fair for Champions League. I don't think we'll win it. Right. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
let's leave it there.
Right. What were you saying? Sorry.
I know. Yeah, Liverpool. Anyway, Liverpool. Yeah. I was saying that Liverpool. Obviously, they're on fire and we're not on fire. So logically, we shouldn't really win this game. But Man United Liverpool games tend to be
on fire, man. That
anyway.
must be painful.
It's just weird.
I've got some heart stuff, baby. No. Okay.
It's been derailed now. But no, I think I have a feeling we'll draw the game for some reason. Even though there's no logic to it, I think we might get a point purely because I don't know, Man United Liverpool games tend to be really sort of edgy and just really like no team really wants to like attack the other, so it just ends up being a stalemate.
Yeah. To be honest, I'd take a point in this game as long as we don't get embarrassed.
Yeah, as long as it's not another 6-1. Remember the City 6-1 in 2012. As long as it's not another one of them.
6-1 as well.
Oh, yeah, Spurs. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
That
Spurs.
was cack. No, I don't think so, Scotty. I don't think so.
Yeah, chat needs to slow down a little bit.
Come on, simmer down a bit, guys. Jesus Christ.
Get a cold flannel.
Meant to talk about football, not that. Thank you.
This is a football show, so
we're not Channel 5. At least Box had put a sensible comment. That was Everton against Spurs. Jose. Yeah, no way, Jose.
What did you see Jose last night? Flipping out that Norwegian team.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bordeaux Glimt, Norwegian champions, smash them 6-1. SACKED.
Yeah. Worst defeat as a manager ever.
Good.
Awful time for Jose.
Well, there you go.
Like you say, Dal, SACKED.
That's what Liam Martin says, actually.
Oh. Got it wrong.
There you go. But if we get a point against Liverpool, I'd happily take it. But I think in reality, I mean, I've gone 3-2 Liverpool. I just don't think that we are defensively good enough, and I just don't think defensively we're appalling. Actually, I don't think we're good enough in midfield. We tend to get dominated against Liverpool. We lost 4-2 to them last season, so I don't fancy ourselves against them. I just don't think we'll do it against them. But that's it. I've been wrong in the past, and hopefully I'm wrong this weekend, and hopefully we beat the Scouts. We'll see what happens. King, going into the game, how do you think we'll do?
Yeah, I'm not really that confident, to be honest. I mean, obviously Varane's out, and it looks like Bruno's going to be out as well, so I'm not that confident. I probably am going to be saying I reckon it's going to win 3-1 to Liverpool. I reckon Salah's probably going to get like 2 goals or something, and Ronaldo will score ours. But I can see us really struggling this weekend defensively, really.
When did we last keep a clean sheet?
God knows.
The last game we didn't concede in.
Don't remember.
Yeah, well,
That's fairly accurate, to be fair.
yeah.
Well, it's accurate. Hey, how accurate do you want? You know.
You just defined it. You defined a clean sheet.
Well, yeah. I'll have a look actually for you. I mean, I assume it'd have been a while ago actually. Let's have a look. It'd have been a while ago. Wolves.
Oh right, yeah. Well, we got lucky to keep a clean sheet.
We should have conceded about 4 there, but smash and grab win. I wasn't bothered.
Yeah, Dharma just can't shoot. He can do everything else, but he just can't shoot.
By the way, I think that Greenwood goal's going to be goal of the month for United. That one against Leicester. It was some strike, wasn't it, though? But...
It'll take some beating. Yeah.
Right. Would you say Greenwood is better than Sancho? I know we've only seen Sancho. I know it's a debatable question. We've only seen Sancho play, well, occasionally. He hasn't actually played that much. Only Manchester United fans could sign the best player in the world and Varane and still complain. That's just a man. That's a big majority of our fan base for years. Everyone's against the Glaciers, but I'm not complaining. We wanted Varane, we wanted Ronaldo, we got the players we wanted. The main reason they're complaining is because we didn't get a CDM. That's not all Ollie's fault.
If you want to get the players you want, why waste your money on secondary player you didn't want?
To be honest, we spent. I mean, we got Ronaldo for 20 mil. Yeah, we did actually. 20 mil's all he cost. So we got Ronaldo for 20 mil. We got Varane for 40 mil, and we got Sancho for like 70 mil. 70 mil, and personally, I think Sancho is nowhere near as good as Greenwood. So,
well, yeah, like that was the most expensive transfer and probably the worst transfer that you had in the window. in my opinion.
Now, the worst transfer we've had was Donny van der Beek. He never plays.
Oh, was that this season? I thought I was last.
Oh, not this season. No, sorry. It was it last season, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's hard to believe he's been at the club for nearly 2 seasons. He's done absolutely nothing. Literally, I think he set up a goal. He set up a goal in the Carabao Cup. I think against Brighton, actually. Yeah, that's the only thing he's ever done.
He scored with his beak. Well, he didn't. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's have a look at some of the Premier League games. So, actually, I'll tell you what, mate. What would your predictions be? Because I said 3-2. I know. Did you say 3-1, Ollie?
Yeah.
What's yours, Owen?
I think it'll be 1-1. That's what I think.
All right. Well, let's hope. Let's hope we can do it. Last clean sheet at Old Trafford was 14th of March.
A long time ago.
We're coming up to the first anniversary of our last clean sheet.
That's another thing that annoys me. Is too many people. A lot of our fan base are just too quick to blame David De Gea for the fact of not getting clean sheets. It's the defence. It's the defensive line that's the problem. Remember Xhaka this season, but the I'd play better. Maguire has turned up and he decides to. Lindelof's shown he's useless. And Shaw hasn't had an amazing season either. The back line's not been amazing. As soon as Van comes in, we're better, but we're still not amazing. You know, it's very strange. But I think De Gea gets way too much stick. I think it's the defence that's the problem, not De Gea. I mean, there's occasional goals that De Gea should do better on. But if you look at the goals we conceded against Leicester City, bloody hell. That corner that went to Daka at the end of the game. Just everyone's just stood still like statues, like, all right, you can have it, you can score. You know. What was the defending on that corner again? There's nobody there, and then just goes to Daka at the far post.
I see my stream crashed, so I didn't even see it.
Oh well, you don't want to.
No.
Literally, corner came in, went to the far post. No one moved. It just went straight to Daka.
No, I didn't watch Match of the Day last weekend.
For that reason, yeah. It was garbage. Hello back, Scottyville. Looking at this, Bruno Fernandes is a doubt of injury. Rashford's still out, by the looks of it. Well, he came back, actually, but Rashford possibly out with a thigh injury now. Oh, hell. Anything else? Fred out with a knock. Good. Oh, dear. Anthony Martial lacking match fitness, apparently. I mean, some of the players in there I'm not bothered about. The only ones I'm bothered about really, Rashford and Bruno. Does someone keep moving the phone?
Not me.
As I'm just hearing sounds like someone moving the phone. I'm wondering because I'm thinking I didn't know it was my audio or something. So there you go. Raphael Varane's still out with a groin injury. That's a nut job for him. If you know now. Out of the 5 clips I sent you early on, what's your favourite one? I didn't even look at them, so I can't tell you. Let's have a look at the Premier League game. So tonight, Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Craig Parsons, the referee. Let's hope he's biased towards Arsenal. I think Villa will win that, but if you look at it, I mean, Arsenal Villa, 12th and 13th, so it's a mid-table clash.
I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal turn up though and beat Villa. Even though we lost to Villa, we didn't play that well. But I wouldn't be surprised if Villa have a stinker and Arsenal turn up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Man United and Newcastle. I think United are closer. Newcastle won't be anywhere near. Have Norwich ever won the league? Yes, the Championship.
They got close. I think they finished third in the first season of the Prem. They finished third, I think.
Right. Well, I don't even know what the clips were. I've been busy, so I haven't really been looking at them, have I? I don't even know what they were. But I think we all know Arsenal. Arsenal like to turn up in the big games, really. They don't tend to turn up against these small teams. Aston Villa, I think, I don't know if they'll win or not, but they should win in reality. Oh, the only Fools and Horses one. Sorry, yeah, I have seen that one. Dear me. I think Villa will win that personally, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if it's a draw, because I know Villa were away from home and brilliant. But they did win at Old Trafford in a smash and grab. So, anything can happen. Tomorrow, we got the early kickoff. I believe it's 12:30, was it? The Brighton game against Manchester City. I think there's only one way this is going, and that's a Brighton win. I think Man City, I think, will win this. But hey, I wouldn't mind if Brighton did beat them. I mean, I'm pretty sure you mind either, but I'd be happy, to be honest with you. I think Brighton will put a good fight, but I think Man City will have in the locker, personally.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably only last season we beat them. That was it's just a one-off as it is. So not expecting to pick up any points. No.
Oh, sorry. It turns out it's the Chelsea-Norwich game that's actually 12:30 kickoff. Oh, but we're talking about the Brighton game, so we'll go. Any early team news for you, or any injuries? Is Danny Welbeck back?
No, he's out for the rest of the year.
Oh, dear.
Big miss, big Wells. That guy. He scored against us, to be fair.
We have to put up Neil Mo for at least the rest of the year.
He's your top scorer. Don't knock it. He's your top scorer.
But he's so unreliable. Like, the amount of times he's missed.
He's about as good as Britta Sombalonga. Harry Critchlow, hello. Dad, you're an absolute, I believe he means savage for completing a Narky Williams. Yeah, I came up against Narky Williams. He absolutely ran ring round me. He's that new record breaker one, so I thought I'll complete him. Only cost me 27k because I had enough fodder.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to complete him at first. I was like, I can't be bothered. There you go. So any predictions on that? I think City will win. Well, I said 3-0, but I say we'll see what happens. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope Brighton win. Not just for Gareth, but it'd be hilarious. Well, if City lost, because it would mean City aren't that good.
I don't mean that even if we drop points against Liverpool, we don't drop any on City.
Well, no. The thing is, right, the only other thing, right, is that everyone's saying Man City are meant to be the best team in the league, right? They only won 2-0 against Burnley in what was meant to be the annual 5-0 thumping at the Etihad, because they've won 5-0 against them the last 4 times.
And that didn't happen.
And now the I think the current in the last 5 games at the Etihad Stadium for Burnley, they've conceded 22 goals. So good record.
Oh, brilliant record. Can't get much better than that.
Oh, you can. You could concede 23 instead. There you go. Any predictions, Alls?
I reckon.
Don't forget it's Man City. So.
I reckon City are gonna win 2-1. So I reckon.
At least it'll be close.
Yeah. As long as it's not a 4-0 or 5-0, then that's fine.
But we're not the best, so I'm going to go for 2-0 defeat, just because we haven't scored last 2 games, both been goals draws, and we haven't looked that good since
the last time.
Whenever it was. Leicester, I think. Leicester last one. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, I have to go for it'd be a clean sweep of City wins because I think it'll be tight. I think it'll be 1-0 City, but I don't think it'll be tight. But I think City will they'll get some sort of like they do sort of pass and move, cross across the box, and like a tap in for like Sterling or someone like that. Like I feel that's how it'll be really.
I can't really disagree with that, to be honest. At the minute, the way we are. What have you had for your tea? I haven't. Oh yeah, I remember the last episode, by the way. I remember the last episode that we did.
See?
Yeah, I remember in the last episode as well. I was going to say this before we went on, but during Guess Who, you said, "Are they from the bottom tier of the Premier League or the top tier?" And I said yes. I mean, that answers it, doesn't it? Anyways, never mind. We'll be doing Guess Who in a bit anyway, once we've just talked about all these Premier League games. Chelsea Norwich next. I don't think we need to say much about it. Easy win for Chelsea.
Yeah, literally.
I've gone, I think, 4-0. But apparently Chelsea don't have all their strikers. Apparently some of their strikers are actually injured. Now, it won't be a Donovan, Scotty.
I think Werner picked up a knock, didn't he, in the midweek? So I don't know if he's
What, a door knock?
Knock.
Couldn't knock it. There you go. There you go. Anyways, I think 4-0 Chelsea. What do you think? Story Scotty B, by the way. Well, not really, because you're going to get tongued probably.
It'll be something to nil, I think. It'll be whatever it is. It'll be to nil. I don't know what. If you put any number in front of Chelsea's name, it doesn't. It'll be close to being right, I reckon.
Yeah.
I'll go 3-0, I think.
Right. Daka became Leicester's joint top scorer in Europe in one match. Did he get all 4 goals?
Yeah, I think he might have done. They came back, didn't they, from 2-0 down?
God.
Yeah.
Jesus. Wow. I mean, that's something that Ronaldo doesn't even do.
Who is that?
That's Sam by the sound of it.
Well, it's not my brother today, so who is it?
Was that Sam?
I think, what is it about this show? It's just this show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Always happens on the Friday. Hey, you need a good laugh on the Friday night after school, college, or uni, whatever.
Who is it? Whose brother is it?
Oh dear me. Anyways, I mean, it's better than shouting commit suicide. It's better than that. Hey, I'm never going to live that down. That's going to be one of the funniest.
I don't know funny stories, but just if you're clueless, I don't know.
Was he on Fortnite at the time?
Last week on the show, my brother and my dad were having an argument. I was hearing them having an argument. And then it came to the point where my brother told my dad to commit suicide.
Oh dear! Oh.
And we heard it live on the street. So it's like it's a clip and everything.
I thought he was playing Fortnite. I didn't know it was that. Jesus Christ! Oh, I bet he got a ticket for that.
He always does stuff like that. So yeah. Oops.
Aye.
Oh,
it's all going on tonight. Hey, dear me! And I thought this week couldn't go worse than last week. Anyways, let's go on until now. What were you saying on? Did you say a prediction or who was?
No, I said 3-0.
3-0. Was it 3-0, 3-0, 4-0?
Yeah.
Was it Ollie who didn't give a prediction, or I can't remember. I think one of you didn't, but don't know. Oh well, I'll ask anyway. What was your prediction, Ollie?
3-0 Chelsea.
So all 3-0, 4-0. In basic terms, Norwich, the Canaries are going to get shot. There you go. Oh dear.
Okay.
Right, next game. It's the Eagles against the Geordies. Palace against Newcastle. Newcastle. Easy win for Palace.
Oh, they have got a different manager now. So is it new manager bounce?
That, to be fair,
No, they've got it's their assistant. It's their assistant manager. Oh, it's their assistant manager who's currently taking charge at the minute.
Yeah, but what if now that Bruce is gone, they start playing because they know that the Fonseca or whoever it is watching and they want to impress him.
Yeah. Ollie's just put he'll be back in a minute, right? That's fine. God help my beautiful birds. Canaries, yeah. Yeah.
Careful how you phrase that.
Jesus. You're going to get smashed. Let's just say that. But it's their assistant manager's taking charge at the minute. I'm hoping Palace win. I personally, if Palace win, then it shows it wasn't all Steve Bruce. It's down to the players. And I've said all along, I think the players need to take more responsibility. I think the manager, half the time, takes way too much of the blame. And it's the same with Neil Warnock, right? When Liverpool lose a game, we don't perform well, everyone's on Warnock's back. But when we win a game, we're Warnock in. It's the same with Ollie, and I think sometimes the players need to take more responsibility. It shouldn't be all down to the manager. If the players aren't following these instructions, it's their fault, not his. So, I think sometimes the fans are harsh. But I think Palace will win 2-1, but I think it'll be a tight game, personally.
But I think I also must say, we don't know what happens behind the scenes. We don't know what it's like in the dressing room, whether it's toxic.
Well, we know what happens behind the scenes here. Everyone's shouting in the background.
It's a circus.
Just need a clown now, yeah. Dear. So you carry on. What was your prediction then?
We don't know what happens behind the scenes in the dressing room or whatever. We don't know how it is, or in training, or whatever. That's the stuff we don't know that the owners obviously see, or whoever's in charge. So I guess they'll know a lot more than us. So there may be something we don't know about. Like a lot of the time, I think when Chris Hughton got sacked, a lot of people were surprised, but there were some rumours coming out that apparently, sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was a harsh.
Yeah,
I thought it was harsh.
It was something to do with a few months before. The whole team went over to Hughton and said, we're playing a bit too defensive here. We don't like it. We want to play a bit more attack. And the manager said no, and something like that. And then they all started going against him, deliberately not playing to the best of their ability. So they sort of kept us up a little bit. And then Knockout got sent off and said he was happy because he got a 3-week holiday. And then in the summer, and then in the summer, he got sent out to Fulham because of that.
Oh my God.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. That's the stuff that isn't in the public eye that we don't know about. I found out about that and I know why he got sacked. That's and when those think maybe that's what happened with Steve Bruce, maybe the players didn't like the idea. I don't know. But
right. Whilst Garrick's coughing on his food, we'll go to Owen. What's your prediction for the game?
What for Newcastle Palace?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
No, United Spurs.
I think Newcastle might nick it. For some reason, I feel like Newcastle might nick it. And I know you won't like it, Daryl, but I reckon Newcastle 2-1. I think as long as they play like they did in the first 20 minutes against Spurs, I reckon they could beat Palace. So I know Vieira's gone playing well, but I don't know how much of their performance was a good Palace performance or Arsenal being rubbish on Monday. So I don't know, but I think it'll be tight. But I think Newcastle. I just have a feeling Newcastle might nick it 2-1.
Well, I know Palace are quite decent at home. They have been good at home this season, apparently. So,
listen, they've got good home support.
Apart from when they played against Brighton.
But,
I remember seeing the scenes. I think you scored. Was it a Maupai last minute equaliser or something?
Yeah. But they saved us then.
We'll breeze through these next ones because there's not too much to say, really. Everton, Watford. I think we can all agree Everton will win.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Because I know Watford aren't amazing. Oh, yeah, what's all this about... Ollie's back. What's all this about Ben Foster?
Oh no, you know when they played Liverpool, he had Salah in his fantasy team. He had like Salah in his he had a few players in his fantasy team that scored past him, and people were saying, "Oh well, he's got him in his fantasy team, like it's sort of going against the what's it of the game, the spirit of the game." Like people was trying to accuse him of like.
I don't think he'll have let them in on purpose.
Yeah. I see. People were saying, but trying to accuse him of getting his fantasy points up.
That Salah goal where he took on about 3 of their defenders, there was nothing he could have done about it. I just think. I mean, I can probably understand why Watford fans are thinking that, but they have not to accuse him of it.
That's I mean, the Premier League don't even allow him to have his GoPro in the back of the goal, do they? So.
Well, he still puts stuff in. He still puts his GoPro in there.
All right. Yeah, I think I remember in a podcast he was saying something about how he couldn't. He wasn't allowed because of like sponsorship or something, or to like film an hour before the game and an hour afterwards or something like that. But
okay,
I don't want to plug his channel too much because he's nearly on 1 million. He should be plugging our channel. I mean, this your channel. Sorry, Darren.
I know he's doing well, isn't he? He's doing well. He is doing well. I'm not gonna lie, but I know he's. There's been a few Newcastle, a few. There's been a few Watford fans before that. I know Jude said to me before that he thinks there's times where Ben focuses is more concerned about the GoPro, but I don't know if that's the case or not. I mean, yeah, he wants, at the end of the day, if players want to get things in, I think they should be allowed. But if it's the Premier League that if Premier League aren't allowing it, then it's one of them things. Do we all agree Everton beating Watford?
Yeah.
Yep. Right, next game. Next, please. Right. I saw this nut walk into the post office, and on the screen it said "Cashew number 3, please." Right. Actually, I said that one last week, didn't I?
He might have done.
And you know when nuts sneeze, they go "Cashew." Okay. There we go. Now to be sneezed at. Dear, and that was not funny, isn't it? Leeds versus Wolves. Oh yeah, don't stop. Leeds versus Norwich. Leeds versus Norwich. Leeds versus Wolves. What am I going on about? Not the easiest of games, but to predict. But I think Wolves. I think that's going to be 0-0. Personally. Leeds seem to be a team that. I mean, it's like Sheffield United, really, isn't it? Good first season, and then the second season, straight down. I don't know what the noise was for, but straight up, bang, down you go. Leeds aren't on great form. They only just about beat Watford, to be honest with you. But they're against Wolves, and Wolves haven't had a great season, but are starting to pick up a few results lately. I think Wolves might go in as the favourites, but I have a feeling this has a 0-0 draw written all over it because neither team can take the chances and neither team can defend half the time. So,
do you think they're too open? Like they almost play too open.
Who Leeds?
Yeah, Leeds. Yeah.
Well, I think Leeds. I think Leeds defensively have been cack, but so Wolves, and I think I do agree. I think the pitch open. I mean, whatever Bielsa is trying to do, nothing seems to be working. I mean, against United, they started getting a bit ahead of himself when Luke Ayling banged in that goal, the season contender, and then we went down the other end and scored 4 goals in less than 20 minutes. So I think sometimes when they get back in the game against the big teams, they just, get too ahead of themselves. But I think personally, it's Lenders a 0-0 draw. So I think this will be a boring game. They're so close to call as well because I think both teams are evenly matched and they're both as bad as each other. So, say anything can happen in this game.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? Any predictions?
I reckon Leeds will win 2-1.
Right. I think y'all know it's gonna be a bit of a tight game, really.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really a proper out and out winner. To be honest, and by that I mean I don't think any of the teams are going to win by 2, 3, 4 goals. There's no clear winner. It's anyone's game, especially in these games. I mean, when United's concerned, it's anyone's game at the minute. So even to be smashing them, but anyone else? Any predictions? Have a look. So King thinks Leeds will win 2-1. I think it'll be 0-0.
I'll go 1-1.
1-1.
I think Wolves will win.
Good.
Which is good. Yeah, I just think that Hwang Hee-chan's actually really good for them. I reckon he'll score.
Yeah, I forgot he was with them.
I'm going to say 2-1 Wolves.
I should have known he was with them because he was the player I went with for Guess Who, which Gareth couldn't guess. So it was, it wasn't Guess Who in the end, it was just Who instead. Southampton, Burnley. I mean, Burnley are garbage, so Southampton 2-0. And Southampton at home seemed to be a decent side, but when they played against Wolves, they got caught out by one attack. So it's one of the things. I think 2-0 Saints. That's what I'm going for.
I would say, I think 2. I know I'm going to go 3-1 Southampton.
Right.
I'll go 2-1 Southampton, I think.
All right.
I think 2-0 Southampton.
Just looking in the table. Ooh, hell. Southampton are 15th and Burnley are 18th. So this is a relegation scrap. Oh, by the way, if Burnley win and Leeds lose, Leeds in the bottom 3. Sad. That is so sad. Not. Final game tomorrow. Well, Brighton, Man City. Oh, we've already spoke about Brighton, Man City. Yeah. So what am I doing? Next games, have a look. Another tough one to call, actually. And now I've gone 2-2 for this. Brentford versus Leicester. Brentford are high flying at the minute and 12 points out of a possible 24. So they've got 50% on the points. They've only got a goal difference of +3, but Leicester have got a goal difference of -1 and have conceded twice the amount of goals that Brentford have conceded. So it's 9th versus 11th. It's another mid-table clash. Brentford probably slightly going as the favourites, in fairness, but I just think these two teams are going to be incredibly matched. They're going to be evenly matched all game. And I know Brentford at home seem to be a tough side to beat. I mean, Chelsea only managed to win 1-0, and Mendy just kept them in the game. Really, I think. They hit the woodwork about 3 or 4 times as well against Chelsea, so they were desperately unlucky against them. I wouldn't be too shocked if Brentford win, but I think this is going to be a draw, and I think it's going to be a class game. Personally, it's going to be a battle.
I mean, Brentford are good, aren't they? They're actually really good. I think I sort of underestimated them, to be fair. So it'll be a good. And it's in London, isn't it? It's
Brentford's pound.
I reckon a 2-2 draw. I'm going to go for that 2-2.
Yeah, so that thought.
I think-
Brentford's next loss will be against Norwich. Brentford will probably beat you, mate. The way you are playing. Carry on what we're saying.
I think, as you said, I agree with you. I think it's going to be a very exciting game in that sense. So I think we're going to end up seeing it. Maybe we might see a 3-2 either way, something like that, like a last-minute winner or last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I think we'll see that.
What we can basically say, really, is it's two good attacks against two crap defences. So there's definitely goals for both teams, but will we see a winner? I don't think we will, actually. But I say, you might have different opinions, and everyone in live chat as well. So what's yours? 2-1, did you say?
I said 3-2 either way.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 3-2. Fair enough. They couldn't beat us last season, and nothing special. Just had an easy... They haven't had an easy opening fixtures at all. There's no such thing as an easy game in the Premier League, especially when you're newly promoted like Norwich.
Yeah.
And for Norwich, even against a bottom club, is not easy for you. So there you go. Ollie, thoughts on this game?
I agree with you. Well, I think it's going to be really entertaining. I reckon it's going to be the most entertaining game of the weekend. I'm going to say that Brentford are going to scrape it and win 3-2.
All right, fair enough. Scotty sent me a photo. The guy from Wait My Takeaway travelled to Middlesbrough to try a Parmo. I'm trying to work out where that is. That looks like Manjaro's, actually. Oh, right. Okay, thank you very much, Scotty B. I'll sleep better on that. Right. Compared everyone to us, very funny. You know I'm only kidding. But I mean, it's not. I'm not wrong, man. Let's just say that. The other games, then, two final games. I think we've already spoke about United, Liverpool, so we won't go there. Final game to talk about is another London derby, and it's West Ham who absolutely dominated Genk. As I once called them, gonk. But that's a type of metallic thing, a gonk. Or bonk, whatever. Let's have a look. West Ham against Tottenham Hotspurs, and Spurs just lost to Vitesse. That I was so sad about. So, personally, I think given Spurs' recent performances haven't been amazing, yes, to beat Newcastle, but I don't think they were great. West Ham recently have been decent. They got a very important win against Everton as well. I think West Ham go in as the favourites and will win this game 2-1. I don't see there being many goals in it, personally. I don't think it will be the most entertaining game. I think Brentford-Leicester is going to be the most entertaining game this season, depending on how many goals there is. But this week, definitely. West Ham Spurs.
I hope it's a good game, but both teams are sort of on good form, aren't they? So it's a difficult one. I actually see West Ham beating Spurs, to be honest. Honestly, I'm going to say it's going to be tight, but I think it'll be 1-0 West Ham, I think. Someone like Declan Rice maybe to score.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be, just say tight, but I think it's going to end up being. I'm going to go for a draw for this one. I just don't think there's much to separate West Ham and Everton. So yeah, 1-1.
We'll see what happens. Got Narben, John Wayne, just for a comment. Vigates. Just John Wayne, as you all know, is a guy from Frankfurt. He'll be happy yesterday. Frankfurt won 3-1 against Olympiacos. So he'll be happy with that. And they're the only team to have beaten Bayern this season in the at the Allianz. To beat us 2-1. So I wasn't too chuffed with that, but there you go. So we got 2-1. So we got, was it 2-1 West Ham? I think is that what you said, Owen. I've gone 2-1.
I've gone 1-0 to West Ham, I think.
Oh, 1-0, right. Garrick, I can't remember what you said now.
1-1.
1-1. Ollie?
I think 2-0 to West Ham.
Okay. the moment you've all been waiting for, it's time to play a bit of Guess Who to finish off. Right, let me just do this on the Insta story. Right, so if you received the link for the stream, the link's actually in the bio, by the way. We're going to do Guess Who now, so come and join in. Should be a laugh. I say it should be a laugh. I can't go worse than last week. So we'll see how this goes. For King, who's never played this before, and for the people in chat who may, if you've played it, you won't need to know, but if you haven't played it, this is how it works. So, basically, copying the idea of Oakley Fish, if you've watched him. Apart from his is not FIFA packs and mind that. What we're going to do is each of us are going to pick. It has to be a different player. It can't be a player from your favourite club. So it can't be, for example, United, Brighton, or Manchester United. I mean, it doesn't stop the other person going for a player from that club. So Gary could go for a player from Manchester United, but because he's a Brighton fan, he's not a United fan. So I can't go for a player from United or Bayern. The player has got to be from one of the top 5 leagues, which is the Premier League, Serie A, the Bundesliga, Liga, and the Liga. You can have a piece of paper or something to write if you are getting lost, because it's difficult to try and do it in your head. But I had to do it in my head because I've got a good brain somehow. Even though I'm fond of pieces at the minute. But it's got to be a player from the top 5 leagues. So it makes it easier than, then we're not trying to work out someone from the bloody Chinese Super League. or the Croatian League that no one can of. Arben does, I guess. Yes, Arben. So it's got to be a player from top 5 leagues. Can't be from your favourite club. And what will happen is we'll take it in turn. So what I'll do is I will, obviously, because Ollie's never played it before. What I'll do is I'll guess Ollie's. Ollie will guess Garrick, and then Garrick will guess Owen. And hopefully you'll do better than last week, and then Owen can guess mine. So we'll go around in that order. But on my screen, it might be different on your screen. But I'm top left on my screen. I don't know if it's the same for you. But we're just going sort of anti-clockwise. There you go. That's the word. So we'll do it a bit differently. So what I'll do is, King, think of a player. Don't tell us who it is. Think of a player from one of the top 5 leagues. So it's got to be from the Bundesliga, the Serie A, La Liga, Liga, or the Premier League. So think of a player. Don't tell us who it is. By the way, I should say, don't go for the most obvious one, because you want to try and make it difficult for the opponent to guess. So
Okay.
think of a player. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'll just have a quick thing.
You don't have to overthink it, by the way.
Oh, okay.
And then once that's sorted, I'll
Okay, well,
I'll
I know who I think I should do.
Right. Okay. By the way, guys, if you're guessing the other person, you can't look at the live chat. So I'm just going to put the thing on banner here. No, I don't want to take that one off. So there you go. That's on banner. Not on the live chat at all. My phone is on the black screen. Oh, well, it was. It's on the black screen, so I'm not looking at the live chat because people will put comments in chat. You can still get involved in the live chat, by the way, guys. You can still have guesses, and I'll have a look after you guys. So what's going to happen is I'm going to ask you 10 questions. They could be, any of them could be FIFA related. Obviously going to be from top 5 leagues. So I could ask any club. Obviously, the person that's guessing is allowed to have a clue. So think of a clue in case I need it. But don't make it too obvious, because you want to make it a clue that, will sort of help them, but you don't want to make it too obvious. So, for example, if you're saying, just joined Manchester United from Juve, that would make it really obvious that it's Ronaldo. So you don't make it too obvious. So
Okay.
it's not hard, but it's not easy.
Mm.
So to be honest, it's neither here or there. So I'm going to ask 10 questions. And question number 1 is this player, I assume you play FIFA Ultimate Team,
Yeah.
is this player a walkout, so 86 rated or above?
No.
Is it a gold card? No, so it's not a walkout. So there's question 1. Question 2, is he from the Premier League, the Serie A, or the Bundesliga?
Premier League.
You're not meant to tell me which league, but you're meant to just say yes or no.
Oh.
It's meant to be yes or no questions. Don't worry, I'll.
So we've all been caught out by that at some point.
Sorry, so Premier League, Serie A, or Bundesliga? So it's yes or no. Yes or no questions. Yes. Is he from the Premier League?
Yeah.
Which was actually going to be next question anyway, so it wouldn't have made a difference. Right. Is this player from a team that's currently in the top 6?
Yes.
Right. So we're now down to 6. So who is in the top 6? There's Man City. Obviously, I think Brighton up there as well. There's United.
Oh, in the top 6. Oh, I thought you meant the big 6. No, he's not. He's not in there. He's not.
The top 6. The current top 6.
Oh no, yeah, he's not in the top 6.
Right.
No.
Okay. Don't worry. Question 5 I'm on now then. So he's not from the so he's not in the top 6. So that narrows it down to about 13, 14 teams. Is this player currently in the relegation zone?
No.
So that's Burnley, Norwich, and Newcastle, I believe. I think so. So it's not none of them. Right. Does he play for either Southampton, Wolves, Leeds, or Everton?
No.
So he's not from either of them. Oh dear me. What's our question 6? I'm on question 7 now. Oh, right. Is he from Aston Villa, Arsenal, or Aston Villa or Arsenal?
Yes.
Right. So he's from Aston Villa or Arsenal. So he'll be probably playing tonight. That's question 7. And question 8. Is he from Aston Villa?
No.
Right, it's Arsenal. All right, this will be an interesting one. Question 9. Did he score in their last game?
No.
So it's not, I believe, Lacazette. Oh, Bamiyang, whoever it is. I'm on to the final one then. Question done. Question number 10 then. I don't think I'm going to get this. Is he a defender or a goalkeeper?
Yes.
Right, there's a few it could be. But that doesn't narrow it down. There is, the only ones I can really think of, there's Kieran Tierney. There is, there's Bernd Leno. Who are their centre backs? Oh dear. I can't remember who the centre backs are now. Let's have a look. Oh, there's Gabriel from them. The only 3 I can think of. I'll have to have a stab now because I've already asked the 10 questions. I don't think you've gone for Kieran Tierney. I don't think so. So Bernd Leno.
No.
Who was it?
Tierney.
Oh, what's Tierney?
Oh.
Yeah.
The one I was like, you haven't gone for Tierney. Ah, bloody hell.
Did you use your clue, Daryl?
Nah, well, the thing is, it was defender and goalkeeper. I couldn't think of who were the other defenders I missed out. I couldn't think of the other ones. There was Gabriel Tierney and Leno were the only ones I could think of, and I couldn't think of. I don't know who plays right back now for them because Hector Bellerin's I think gone, so I can't quite actually remember who their main defenders are now. That was a bit of a problem. Well, fair enough. When is Guess Who? We're just doing it now, by the way. This is Guess Who. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I think that's the first time I've actually failed on Guess Who. So there you go, setting a good standard. Arsenal lineup, by the way, has just been announced. Ben White as well. Oh no, is that? Yeah, that is on Ramsdale. Arsenal Aston Villa lineups have just come out, by the way. There's Aaron Ramsdale that's playing. Tomiyasu, White, Gabriel and Tavares are in defence for them. I forgot he played for them. Partey, Lakongo, Saka, Smith Rowe, Aubameyang and Lacazette. Aston Villa's lineups: Martinez, Axel Zebi starts, Tyrone Mings, Concert, Cash, McGinn, Louise, Target, Buendia, Ings and Watkins. I'm not going to lie, two very strong lineups. So there we go. Right, so King, it's your turn to guess for Garrick. Best of luck because he doesn't pick easy players. But you're not really meant to. So you got 10 questions, and obviously as it's your first time, I'll help you along. So am I all right to sort of team up with him in case he gets stuck? I won't ask the question. I won't ask the questions, but I'll
it's
think
fine.
of the options. Right. So 10 questions, and if you want a clue, like halfway through, then ask Garrick for a clue and he'll give you one. But he won't make it easy.
Okay.
Also, if you want to have a guess at which player it is after like question 6, you use up another question.
Oh, right, okay.
So if you want to have a guess, that would be question 7. So there you go. But I'll say I don't tend to have a punt normally until like towards the end. So I'll help you along with it because obviously it's your first time. But it can be a FIFA-based question or whatever. So question 1 obviously has to be from top 5 leagues. So see how we go.
Okay.
So have you got a player in mind?
Yeah.
Right. Take it away.
Okay, so the first question is: does he play does he play in the Premier League or the Bundesliga?
Yeah.
Right, so that's narrowed it down immediately to, well, I was going to say 38 clubs. There's actually 37 because they can't be from Brighton. So that's narrowed it down to 37 clubs immediately. Good start.
Okay. Does he play in the Premier League?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Is he an England player?
No, he does not play for England.
Right. Good question, actually. So that's question 3. So he's from the Premier League, and he's not English, and he's got to be from it can't be from Brighton. So
Okay. Is he in one of the teams in the Big Six?
he's
No.
in the Big 6. Right. No, is that done?
Okay.
So that's not. So it's not Arsenal, Spurs, United, Liverpool, Chelsea, or City. So it's none of them.
Okay, does he play for a team that has just been promoted?
That's a good question, and yes, he does.
Oh, well. There's only
Yeah.
3 teams then.
So
That's a very good
Brentford,
question.
Norwich and Watford.
So it's one of them things. You've only used 5 questions so far. You've on fire at the minute.
Oh, yeah.
70
You're
players
doing
already.
well. For someone actually having to go for the first time, you're doing better than all 3 of us have done.
Does he have a YouTube channel?
As far as I'm aware, no.
Ooh, so
It's
it's not Ben Foster.
See, that's got to be the first time that question's ever been asked.
I mean,
Surely.
that is one of the probably the funniest and best questions we've actually had on
Yeah.
here. These are unique
But
questions.
game-wise,
I'll
be the worst.
I'll have to ask some of these. Question 7.
Is he a striker?
No.
By the way, we're talking real life, not FIFA. So not like on FIFA because there's people in different positions.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a striker.
Oh.
Don't forget you've got a clue if you want.
Oh, yeah. One. Is he? Oh, what's the question? Oh God! So,
What are you trying to
can't
work
think
out?
of one.
What are you trying to work out?
Is he a? Oh wait, no. Right. Is he Spanish?
No.
Ooh. That's question 8.
Is he a defender or a midfielder?
No.
Okay, so he's a goalkeeper.
But he's either a left wing, right wing, or a goalkeeper. But we know it's not Ben Foster. We know it's not Ben Foster. And that was question 9. So you got one more question and a clue.
Okay. Is he?
I would narrow it down to one. I would narrow it down to one club. So you know it's not.
Oh.
You know it's not Ben Foster. So it won't be. Well, it could still be Watford. It could be a left winger or right winger from Watford, for all we know. So I'd narrow it down. So we got either Norwich, Brentford, or Watford.
Okay. Does he play for Brentford?
No.
Right. So it's either Norwich, or Watford. This is question 10. No, sorry, no, you've already used all 10. So I would ask for a clue actually. Just wait. Well, we know it's either a left winger or right winger or a goalkeeper from either Norwich or Watford, but we know it's not Ben Foster.
Could be Sarr.
Eh?
Is it Sarr?
Without even needing a clue, it is. It's
wow.
Hey,
I tell you what, that was difficult.
That was a good guess. That I was surprised you went for that. There was a lot of options.
You had.
I was planning for what the clue I should sort of say, and then you just
very good, very good. That was not the easiest of ones. I wasn't sure actually because I'm thinking, well, there is Sarr, there's Tim Krul, and that's about all I could really think of, to be honest. Right, it's Garrick's turn to guess forward. Well done, by the way.
Okey-dokey.
Well done. It's not easy.
No,
It's not easy. I don't make things easy. You wait till the United quiz at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for me, that's going to be tricky. But anyway, I think that the best category to start with is definitely the league. So, just what leagues am I going to go for? Just what league
You
would
can
Owen,
only go for 5.
what league would Owen pick a player? The easy route of the Premier League would give me someone else. Who knows? Right.
Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Let's start with. Does he play in the Premier League or the Bundesliga?
Yes, he does. He does.
Okay, that's a good start. Does he play in the Premier League?
Yes, he does. He does play in the Premier League. You're right.
Good start. Good start. Okay, I'm on question 3 now. Yeah. I think the
Sorry,
next
that's
stereotypical move would be to say, is he in the let's say the big 6? So that'll be either City, Tottenham, Chelsea, Arsenal.
So is he in one of the big 6?
Yeah, traditional big 6.
No, he's not. He's not.
So we're down to 4. Okay. Question 3. Yeah. No, 4 now.
Yeah, that's question. Yeah, question 4 now. So, yeah.
Okay.
Question 4.
Is the team in the bottom half of the table?
Yes, it is.
So
bottom half.
4. Yeah. So down to 10, which means 250 players to pick from.
I don't know how you worked that out. I don't know how you worked that out so quick.
And narrowing it down, to be fair, it was 500.
Yeah, I'm saying 25 players a team because of 25 players like you select for the Premier League. That's all. But then a lot of them probably you wouldn't select anyway.
So we're going 10th down to bottom.
Yeah. Is this team currently in the relegation zone?
Currently, they are. Yes.
3 teams. That helps. Either got Burnley, Norwich, or Newcastle. Okay.
Question 6 now.
Question 6. Okay, I'm doing fairly well then. I think.
Better than I did.
But I mean, who knows? It may go downhill from here. Right. I think. Does this player play in defence or midfield?
Yes, they do.
Okay. So, either a defender.
7.
I'm on 7. I've got 4 more. Okay. Just can't waste them away. Does this player play in midfield?
No.
Okay, so it's a defender. Okay. What am I on? 8? Is that right?
Yeah, this is question number 8 now.
Yeah.
You still got the clue as well.
Yeah. 3 more questions. Is it 3 questions, then I have to guess, or is it 2, then I have to guess?
Yes. You didn't. Well, this is question 8, and then you got question 8, question 9, question 10. So you got three more questions to ask, and then you've got to have a guess, unless you want obviously have a clue.
I have a clue on top of that. Does this player play for Norwich?
No.
I was going to say Scotty B would have probably got it straight away if it was that.
That's narrowed it down to a bit,
2.
actually.
Yeah, so we might be looking at, I don't know, 10, 15 players out of some in a decent position.
Question 9.
Okay. That, yeah,
Excuse me.
count. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do that after this then. So, well, yeah. Does he play for Newcastle?
Yes, he does. He does.
So,
So there's not many players.
not many players. Yeah, it's time for the clue then.
Okay. Well, the thing is, it could have got. It's narrowed down a lot. It's not a lot more I can.
Well, I've done it.
Yeah. So what I've so it's a defend. I've said it's a defender from Newcastle, basically. So
Yeah.
what can I say? Okay. Can I say his nationality?
Yes.
Okay, I'll
It's up to you, really. It's up to you.
Actually, no, because it's Newcastle, it might not be as, he's English.
He's English. Okay.
No.
English. I've got English. Just thinking who they've got. I know it must be fairly obvious. So I only one defender springing to mind for some reason at the moment. Right. Is this player a centre back?
Yes, he is.
Okay. One defender sprung to mind. I don't actually know if he still plays for Newcastle, but Jamal Lascelles.
Well done.
That's exactly who I was thinking.
Bravo.
Yeah, Jamal Lascelles is their club captain.
I was gonna say that was gonna be my clue. I was gonna say captain, but then it was between that and nationality. I thought I was give nationality.
Good on.
Because I think because they have Jamal. Sorry, Carol. No. Carry on.
I would struggle to get that if you said captain. I think, or it would be hard.
Well, because my thinking was if I say English, I think they have Jamal Lewis as well, who's English. So I thought that could be a bit of a tipping point.
Yeah.
But then I came up with a centre.
As soon as you said centre back there.
Yeah, that was a clutch question.
Well,
That was clutch.
Well, it looks like I'm the only one who's going to get it wrong tonight.
You don't know. I'm still yet to go, Dal. You don't know. You can make it hard for me.
Yeah.
You normally tend to get them now. Right, let's have a think of a player then. I mean, knowing me, I'll probably pick one they probably won't get.
It's not very promising. Okay.
I've got one.
Okay, go on. Right.
Question 1.
Question number 1, please. I have a feeling you might not have gone for Premier League because we've all gone for Premier League. So I reckon you're going to throw me off and not go Premier League. So I'm going to say, is this player from La Liga or Serie A?
No.
Oh, no, don't tell he's gone Premier League.
Knowing Darryl, he would have gone somewhere else. But
okay, is this player from the Premier League or the Bundesliga?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Is this player... Oh, hold on, question 3. Is this player from Europe?
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, right. Is this player from the Premier League?
No.
Okay, not Premier League. So Bundesliga European, okay. This
4.
Okay, so this is question 5.
Yes. So you're nearly halfway there, buddy.
Bundesliga. Does this
There's
player...
only 17 teams. Because
Does this player play in midfield?
No.
But you have to think about it, which means it might be this. Does this player play? Does this player play for a top 4 team in the Bundesliga? In the current top 4 in the Bundesliga, does he play for one of them?
I can't even remember who's where at the minute. Let's have a look. I should know because I watch the Bundesliga all the time, but I can't remember Who's? Wait a minute.
So Dortmund, Bayern, Leverkusen, or Freiburg?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, so they're not a midfielder. They don't play for. Oh, this is gonna be hard then. So I can't believe you would have said a player from like Cologne or Stuttgart or Hertha Berlin. I can't believe that. Surely not. So it's gonna be
On to question 7.
7. Okay. So European.
You do still have a clue. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to use it. I'm definitely gonna have to use it because all I've got is European at the moment. Does this player play in defence?
Yes.
Okay, the defender.
European defender.
Yeah, European defender. In the lower point of the Bundesliga as well, like not in the top 4. So thinking of teams not in the top 4, I can only think of Wolfsburg and Leipzig as 2 big teams. So a defender. So what? Does this player play for Wolfsburg or RB Leipzig?
No.
Oh, okay. I can't believe who would it be then? So Wolfsburg, Leipzig, Mönchengladbach, Hoffenheim. Oh, so this is question 9, isn't it? When can I do my clue? Can I do my clue question 10?
Whenever you want.
Okay, I'll ask another question and I'll go for my clue, I think. Flipping hell. So not Leipzig, not Wolfsburg. Okay, how about this? Is this player a centre back?
Yes.
Okay. So have I got how many questions have I got until I have to guess?
Well, this is question 10.
So I've got. Can I ask a question, then have a clue, and then guess? Or do I have to have a clue, then the question? Okay, I'll ask a question.
Whatever you want.
Actually, not.
Whatever way you want.
Maybe I should have the clue first. That'll give me more information about the question. I'll have the clue now. I'll have the clue.
I can narrow it down to 2 teams for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Union Berlin and Eintracht Frankfurt.
Yikes.
It's a centre back from one of them clubs. But that's about as much as I'm going to give you.
This is. I've got to be honest. This is testing my football knowledge to the limit here. Frankfurt. I think.
What do you expect?
Yeah, no, I was going to say, Dow. This is.
We can.
This is hard. So because Union Berlin are 51st, they're doing all right. So I can't. I'm trying to think of FIFA. Now. Is this player? I'll just try and narrow it down to the team then, Joe Pun. Is this player from Frankfurt?
Yes.
Okay.
John Wynn will probably get this.
It's centre back from Frankfurt. I've just realised I don't know any centre backs from Frankfurt.
European.
Yeah, European centre back from Frankfurt. So they could be German. Honestly, I've no clue. I'm trying to think.
I have an idea who it would be, but I've got. It's probably very unlikely.
I'm just gonna have to have a punt of someone. I can't. Is he European? I've got 2.
Not to wuss you, but we do have to get this finished tonight.
No, I know. Obviously, I've got 2 in my head, but I think it's either. I've 2 names. I've got Ginter, but I think Ginter plays for Gladbach or Subasic. I I'm gonna go for Subasic, but I don't think he is.
I don't think Subasic plays for Eintracht Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Who do you think, Gavik?
One that came to mind was either one of Sven or Lars Bender, but I don't know if they play for.
Neither of them play now.
Yeah.
It was a tough one, and he has scored against Bayern a few times. Martin Hinteregger.
Actually, FIFA had a car. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I had a feeling you weren't going to get it, but
No, that was a hell of that was difficult. That was difficult.
I mean, I'm surprised. I said I think I know, but who was he going to guess originally? He'll probably say Martin Hinteregger now, but he didn't put anything in chat that time. Dear.
I tried, John. I tried.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy one. Subasic, I can't actually remember who he plays for.
I think he used to play for Dortmund. Maybe it's not Subasic. What's his name? There was a guy who used to play for Dortmund, the centre back, but I don't think it.
Subasic is a goal. Well, there's a goalkeeper called Subasic for Monaco, but no, I don't know. I don't even know if he plays in Bundesliga. Matthias Ginter, you were correct in saying that he is Borussia Mönchengladbach. Oh, he's a centre back for Dortmund.
What, Subasic?
Subasic, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's who I was thinking of. I was thinking maybe he moved.
To be honest with you, it's a good job It's a good job that I took out the rule of going for my favourite club, because to be honest with you wouldn't have got. If I did go for Bayern, you wouldn't have got who I was going for, which was Josip Stanisic.
Yeah, no chance. No, is he not the youth team?
No, he's
a young player.
He's the young right back.
Oh right, okay.
Well, I'm thinking if I took that out, because I would have gone for Subasic and you'd never have got him. Yeah. Neven Subotic or Subotic. That's right.
I pronounced it wrong.
Who are you going to go for, John? I wonder who you were going to go for. And don't say Martin Hinteregger, because you'll probably say now. But I'm not gonna lie, there's some tough ones there.
Mm.
I mean, I think that was a good test actually. So King had actually gone for Kieran Tierney, and I actually ruled him out. So that was a mistake on my behalf. At least I wasn't the only one who got it wrong. That's something. Gavik went for Ismail Assar, which King miraculously managed to get. That was quite amazing, actually. I still loved. I love that. Does he have a YouTube channel? Question.
Yeah. No, that needs to get asked more. I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, Daz, if he had a YouTube channel, but now I'm lucky.
I couldn't tell you. I don't even know if he does or not.
Yeah.
Owen, who did Owen go for?
I went for Lascelles.
Lascelles, that wasn't an easy one, Ivan, and I went for Hinteregger. Yeah, you should have known I was going to go for a different league.
Mm.
I was like, I'm not going for the Prem. So.
I said at the beginning you've probably gone somewhere outside of the Premier League.
I mean, you should have known if I wasn't going Prem, I would have gone Bundesliga mostly.
Yeah.
I was thinking you were going to double bluff it though, and you were like, "Oh, I wouldn't go Premier League," and then suddenly last minute, Uno reverse it and go Premier League.
Yeah. Anyway, that went all right. I mean, 2 correct and 2 wrong. From the oldies. The youngsters beat the oldies. You know. Oh, by the way, Gavik. Tell the lads what your mates thought.
Oh, yeah. Basically, I've had a few people come up to me quite a lot and say, "Why you want to stream with a 50-year-old man?"
And I was like, "You cheeky bags!" And apparently they were shocked when Gareth told them that I'm actually 19.
Yeah, I said.
I think it's the beard that makes me look older. I get told that I look like I'm like in my mid-20s, but I've never been told to look like I'm in my 50s.
No, to be fair, there are some people in my uni that look the same age as you, I reckon.
what, 19?
No, well, maybe 19 because you can go to uni at 19. So yeah, there probably would be 19-year-olds there.
But Owen's you're actually the oldest son here, aren't you?
Well, I'm 20. I'm 20 years young. Yeah.
And I'm 19 years old. So there you go. Yeah. So believe it or not, so your mate's saying that, but I'm not the oldest on the stream.
I'm not a bit like,
Unless they were one about my dad, who is in his 50s.
but I don't.
You've never been on the stream with dad, so.
Considering he's barely like on the, he pops on here and there, but not really that often. So I think that.
He's got it wrong. You age like a fine wine, not look like a fine wine. He's saying you look like a glass of wine, like a physical. You look like a glass. Like that. What does that mean?
I'm now a bit like that people that probably think it's so weird being on your stream because I've had so many people say it. It's not like it's just this one person.
Well, how old are you now? 16.
I'm
15.
Yeah.
Right. And what, King's the youngest one on there, I know that. Are you 15 now?
I'm 14.
Oh, you're still 14, so you're not 15 yet. John remains laughing his head off. Look like a fine wine. I think you mean Ed. Like a fine wine. Look like a fine wine. What do you think I am? Stella Artois? Bloody hell.
You're a Chris Merlot. You're a Chris Merlot.
Yeah. Oh, God. Anyway, enough whining about that. Right. There you go. There's another pun I managed to get from it. Yes. Oh, it's been. I mean, this is actually the longest episode because actually we started the actual game of Guess Who just after 7 o'clock, and this took us 15 minutes.
Bloody hell.
God, dear me, I'm glad I'm not editing this. I'd be there all night trying to edit it. Well, anyway, I think we're going to end it there anyway, because I think we've chatted a load of crap for enough time. But there you go. Oh, dear. Anyways, yeah. Listen, lads, thanks very much for coming on. It's been another funny episode. I'm glad we've actually managed to get the series back underway properly now. We'll be back again next Friday evening, all being well, unless anything happens. This is still going out live, isn't it? Yes. As far as I know, yes. Oh my life.
Yeah, the clips will ensue.
I know. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining me. King, thanks for coming on as well. Great to have you on. And well done for guessing Ismail Assar, because that was some guess, I have to say.
Yeah.
Let's hope United can do well against Liverpool, but I doubt we will. And best luck to Brighton tomorrow against Man City, because you'll need it. So we'll see what happens. All the best to everyone in live chat. Thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to like the stream as well. We'll see you again for another stream tomorrow, actually. Me and Dad are live tomorrow for Borough versus Cardiff City in the EFL Championship. But until then, speak to you all soon. Bye!